What's going on, throwers? And I say that because we're going to be talking about the Reddit subreddit r-throwers prototype. This beautiful creation. Now, this is kind of be a little bit of a coverall. Feel free to ask me some questions if you want in the comments. I'll try and answer them. But let's go all the way back. So, I don't even know how long it's been. We'll just say 6 months. And 6 months ago, somebody posted kind of a price breakdown on pricing and everything they had found to get a yo-yo produced, and what they thought it would cost and all of that, and kind of the suggestion of if we wanted to, we could make our own yo-yo. Somehow, I don't know how my name got thrown into it, but it all worked out well, and I became the middleman kind of for all of this. You guys all put in your ideas. I helped facilitate it and get it into using my resources as far as machine shops that I've talked to, the know-how I have of making yo-yos the last 5 years, and just different supply chain and whatnot. I was the middleman. You guys basically designed the yo-yo. I had the CAD work done, machined it up, prototyped it, and you guys have it now and you're testing it. So going forward, we're working on colors, and the anodizing is going to be done in China as well as the machining, so it's going to be just like this prototype. Super smooth, bead glass is great, there's no complaints here. They do solids fantastic. Some fades are okay. After that, I'm not a big fan on most of it. But that doesn't matter, that's just my personal opinion. It's what you guys want to do here. And now the reason we're doing it, the anodizing in China, is because my anodizer that we originally were going to use is too backed up. They had another competing local anodizing shop that went out of business, so they've got all their business. They're too backed up. I finally just got a box from them that I've had at their shop since February, I believe. Yo-yos are not their main business, so that's why I kind of got back on the back burner. But I also had a ton of yo-yos there, hundreds and hundreds. But that's where we're at. So these were going to take too long, and then also it wasn't that big of a deal switching it because I didn't have enough time to prototype, test, experiment with China machining with my US anodizers. So that's kind of another risk, another step that would have taken a long time for us to figure out. So that's where we're at. You guys are going to be voting on 3 different colorways, and we're going to be doing it one at a time. So you know, hey, our first one we voted on is going to be a solid black. So then we vote on the second colorway. You'll know if you want to go into a fade or an acid wash or a splash, or if you want another solid colorway. And we decided to switch it up and go that way so that you knew what we already had going forward, instead of just making you guys pick the styles right off the bat. I think this way is going to end up a lot better. So thanks for working with us. If you guys ever have suggestions for us, let us know. Like I said, this is a yo-yo for you. I'm just kind of the middleman facilitating all the logistics of it, the shops, the shipping, collecting the payments, all that. But it's your yo-yo, so if you want to change a way that I'm doing it, feel free to let us know. Pricing. Pricing, depending on colorways we pick, should be somewhere between 60 and 70. Maybe a little bit cheaper if they're all solids. I haven't actually ever ordered a full run of yo-yos from China, so I'm not sure exactly on the pricing. All I had is the prototype pricing for these and small run of like 40 yo-yos of the case file. So I've never done, like, we'll say, I'm estimating we're going to be between 100 and 200 of these sold. So the pricing should go down from my 40 run. But pricing should be, like I said, 60, 70 most likely, maybe down 55. But a big thing that we're going to need to talk about is who's responsible for B grades. Because you guys are going to be putting 50% down, and that's basically going to cover most of it as far as the machining of the yo-yo. And then I'm going to be covering out of pocket the other things: shipping, boxes, artwork, anodizing, engraving if we want that. And then I'll make that up when we actually sell them. But you guys are only be responsible for 50% of the purchase price up to at the start to reserve your yo-yo. But with that said, who's responsible for the vibe? Am I? If I am, the price is going to go up because I'm going to have to order another 20% probably of each colorway to cover that and to guarantee that they're smooth. If we're doing it where I'm just the middleman and this is your guys' yo-yo, your order basically, I'm just the middleman, then if they come back bad, it's just kind of, hey, I was just the middleman, it's not on me, I'm not going to be able to fix it. But if you guys want me to fix it, which we'll vote on, then I will be responsible for making sure you guys get a smooth, tested, good playing yo-yo. So that'll adjust, like I said, change the price. Adds more work for me, and it also, I have to put more money up front because, like I said, I'm probably going to order another 20% of the yo-yo of each colorway to cover that back end. And if it ends up worst case scenario that there's more B grades and I didn't, even with the extra 20%, you would just be getting a refund from your 50% or option to buy a B grade. At this point, I think I'm kind of just rambling. I didn't have a good layout. There wasn't a lot of specific questions that I needed to answer. I just wanted to answer those. I guess I could say something about the pre-order here. And once we get the colorways picked out, voted on, decided on, the pre-order will be up minimum of 3 days, probably a week for each colorway. And yeah, that's what we'll order. And like I said, it's going to be 50% of the final price. So if you get in on the pre-order, you're going to get one. No limit. We're going to do as many as you guys want. So I know a lot of people will tell me they're going to want one of each colorway. A lot of people are telling me, hey, I've got to have one. So I think we are going to have a high volume of these sold. But yeah, that should be coming up in a few weeks here as soon as we decide on the colorways. So hopefully this fulfills your need for a yo-yo. Like I said, pre-order, so you're 100% going to be able to get one. It's not going to be a lottery system. It's not going to be the rush to the cart that a lot of the G-squared stuff is. And because it's a little bit different, not exactly a G-squared. Throwers Community Yo-Yo powered by G-squared. But I have some cool ideas for the art, but then we're also going to need ideas from you guys. I want to do the logo on top here, and then a ring around the outside here that is the R-throwers, R-throwers, R-throwers. And then on the back, instead of caution contains functional art, I'd like to do the Throwers Yo-Yo powered by G-squared Yo-Yo back here. And then we're going to need art to wrap around the rest of the box. If you guys have concepts, or when we get the name design, I'll send it off to my artist and have them start working on it. So we'll have a cool idea there. Then we'll get some pins made. Maybe we'll do snow on the pins, or Snoo. I actually don't know how to say his name. Snoo on the pins. So like instead of a G-squared or a Banshee pin, it will be a Snoo or Snow pin. Snoo, I think. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know his actual name. Even though I've been on there inactive for years. I figure if the pin's just a freebie throw-in that you guys don't know about, maybe we can put it on there. I'll have to look into the actual logistics of it to see if we're allowed to put it on something that's free. We won't put it on the yo-yo because the yo-yo is actually being sold. But I'm going to stop rambling. Like I said, you guys have any other questions, drop them down below and I'll answer them in the vlog that I'm filming when you're watching this.